Good afternoon, friends. Oh, I am so sorry. I did not mean to do that and leave you guys hanging again, if anyone's even watching my videos. I've never, ever asked you guys to share any of my stuff, but I'm asking you to please share these videos, as it is a dire warning to the world, to people that don't believe, to people that don't believe in God, to people that don't believe in demons, to people that think that these spirits that may manifest around them, they like to think it's their family or a loved one. Guys, it's all deception. It's all deception. The only reason you'd be left here is if you were fallen or not good. Now, I don't remember where I left off, okay? But since I last spoke with you guys, I've had something a little terrifying happen. So, as you guys know, I'm waiting to hear from someone to help me determine whether I can cleanse this house myself or I'm going to need professional help. I told you guys that I coincidentally ran into someone who is psychic, and she told me she saw a man, a woman, a child, a cat, and a dog all in my home or following me or attached to me or however she saw it, okay? Which is weird because I have captured what sounds like a man, but he's very demonic sounding. You can't understand anything clear. It's all just like, it doesn't sound very nice, guys. The woman is a giggle. She just I cannot. Oh, it didn't sound like that. It sounded a little witchy pooey, but that's not what it sounded like. But it was just a little short giggle, and the little boy or little girl or child was crying. My daughter did say she heard a cat the other night. Didn't think it was my cat because my cat was just kind of sitting and chilling on the couch. And if he was crying, he'd usually be wanting to get into somewhere, like your room. You know, if you have the door closed, we go in the bathroom, we leave. That's when he cries. He doesn't usually just cry sitting on the couch. So I decided that I was going to do a deep cleaning in my home, which was much needed. It's about that time of year anyway. Like, I dusted, I pulled everything out, got in every corner and nook and cranny that I could, cabinets, you name it. As I was doing this, I was playing a Bible podcast, okay, from someone that I like to follow. And as soon as my mother left the house, I got this feeling in the pit of my stomach that something had entered the room that I was in, which was my living room. Now, my cat has a couple of scratching posts, and one of them has like a ball on like a spring, right? So when you hit it, it kind of goes like this, right? So I walked by it to go in the kitchen, and it like real hard, and I'm like, wow, did I just hit that with my leg? I'm like, wow, okay. I didn't think I did, but maybe I did. So as I walked back in from the kitchen, I was 100% sure to not even go near it. I purposely walked around it, and as I stepped around it, boom, there it went again. Obviously, my heart was in my throat because I knew it wasn't me that hit it. So now there's something in the room playing with my cat's toy and hitting it pretty aggressively. So I took the cat toy, well, scratching post, and I moved it into the kitchen where my cat was sitting. His new favorite spot is on the kitchen sink. I think he sits up there because something is scaring him. Anyway, I see my cat watching, I'm standing in my kitchen doorway, right? I'm still in the living room, but I'm watching. And I see my cat looking at the floor and just watching with his eyes wide open, like he's watching something. And I'm calling him, and he's not even looking at me. And about 2 seconds later, I hear this hiss that gave me chills up my spine. My heart was in my throat, guys. It terrified me. So I was scared. Being scared, I yelled out, "Do not scare my cat." After that, I went and got my daughter, made her come sit upstairs with me because my mom, like I said, had just left the house. It seems like it doesn't do anything when my mother's around. I think it doesn't want my mother to know it's there because my mother still, even though I've showed her the pictures, even though she's heard the voices, oh, well, it's not bothering you. Don't worry. And I'm like, Ma, How can you even say that? It's not bothering me. I've been having night terrors. I've been not feeling well. My back is like on fire. Like, I was feeling better, and then all of a sudden it just comes back with a vengeance. Doesn't make any sense. And since I haven't slept in my room, which has been about a week now, I've been in my living room on an air mattress with my baby, because I will not put him in that room. I will not put that child in that room. I understand ghosts can travel. I understand. But I feel like it's contained to my room and it's staying in there. I don't know why. But apparently, that's not true because of what happened yesterday. Now, about an hour after that, I went out and grabbed some dinner. And my daughter's like, oh, the cat was just sitting there swatting at the air at nothing. So clearly whatever it was still lingering in the room and just not showing itself, kind of staying at bay. Now, I don't know, guys. It could be a freaking cat. I don't know. I don't live in the spirit world. I don't live in the spirit realm. I'm going to tell you one thing. I've been keeping my door closed, and I did do a deep cleaning in my room as well yesterday, which might have pissed it off. But actually, I went in there after the fact. Because once this anger takes over you, I don't know what it is. It's like I have a stranger in my house, and he's taking over my home. Like, I'm afraid to be in my own home. This is ridiculous. And I'm like reaching out to people, and it's like I have this one lady that answered me back, and she's like, well, start writing a log, keep a journal of things that are happening. And I'm like, how am I supposed to just act like everything's fine? Like, what if this thing hurts somebody in my family? You know, that's all I keep thinking. What if something or someone, you know, something happens to somebody? You know, like, I can't just ignore it like it's not there. And trust me, guys, I'm trying to. I am trying so hard, and it's like, I can't. Like, how do you forget? How do you just forget that it's there? I can't unsee the face. I can't unhear the voice. It's like I'm out and I'm good and I'm having a good time, and it pops in the back of my head. You got to go home and there's something in your house and you don't know what it is. I don't understand, guys. I find it hard to believe myself that this happened from one time doing an overnight. This is when I started feeling out of whack and I started feeling something was off. But I have a feeling that this thing has been in my home longer than I may have thought. It almost sounds like the voice that was coming through at the tunnels down at the beach where we went, the Milliken tunnels, which is said to be haunted. And I told you guys I did not like what I heard coming through that speaker. I heard my name several times, and it almost sounded like it was like being like, I don't want to say sexual, but like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I just didn't like the sound of it. That's what it sounds like when it's trying to speak in my phone. Now, I've got all the evidence anybody would need. So if anybody knows anybody in Massachusetts that can help me, please send them my way. Send them to my video. Have them leave a comment. I'll give them my number, because I'm ready to just go do this by myself. I'm ready to just say screw it. I'm not going to wait. Like, how long am I supposed to wait? Am I supposed to wait until something bad happens? I mean, everyone's getting sick in my house all of a sudden. Like, I don't know, guys. It's not looking good. But I'm telling you, this is a warning. You know, these ghost hunters, if they had any moral code, they would be posting at the start of their video a warning. And for people to not try this unless they have experience, especially young kids. Now, I'm not a young kid, but I've always been into the paranormal. I've always been intrigued by this. I've always wanted that proof, right? And as I said in my last video, now it's in my house. And it's a lot different visiting a haunted place and knowing your home is haunted and you don't even know what it is. I was on a forum last night because I'm trying to see if it's possible for a spirit cat to hiss. Like, I never heard of that. I don't know if anybody's ever experienced that, but I mean, it makes sense. If it's a cat, sees my cat, yeah, it might hiss, but it just doesn't sound right. It seems like this is a one entity deal, and he's morphing or trying to make it seem like he's other things. So that way I won't be afraid. So that way I'll communicate. You know, it's a woman, it's a child, you know, harmless. Maybe it's a family member. Maybe it's I don't know, guys. I don't have the answers. That's why I need help. And again, I have no reason to come on here and lie. I have no reason to lie about this. I wish this was a dream. I sometimes have to sit here as I'm talking to people about it and go, are you really like awake right now? Is this really happening? How is this happening? Like, again, I caught this by mistake, guys. I wasn't looking for it. I was only putting the maps on in my house and letting them play. I wasn't talking to them. I wasn't doing any of that because I told my daughter she wasn't allowed to do it. So I wasn't going to do it if I told her she wasn't allowed to do it. I've always felt there was something in my house, but not something demonic like this, not something evil like this. So I don't know. I don't have the answers, but all I know is something is there. Something is indefinitely there. I've caught it on video. I caught it manifesting. I've heard the voice. I've got all of it. I've got all the proof. Nobody even has to go ghost hunt in my house. I mean, shoot, I might as well open it up right now as a, I mean, it's not funny. It's not funny. But I have to laugh because if I don't laugh, I'm going to cry. And I've done plenty of that, trust me. If you could see the bags under my eyes right now, which is why I'm wearing these glasses and I'm not taking them off, I have not slept in about a week. I mean, I'll fall asleep, but it's like I'm up like every hour, looking around, seeing if I'm hearing anything. Like, it's insane. It's tormenting me, and it wants to torment me. I've lost about 10 pounds. So when I go to pick up my dress now for my son's wedding, it's probably not going to fit. Maybe I won't need my girdle. I can leave that out, I guess. It might be might be a good thing, I guess. But I can't eat. I can't sleep, guys. And I'm the only one in the house that seems to be bothered by this. My daughter still wants to go to the Conjuring house. I'm like, are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? Do you not understand what we're dealing with? This isn't a joke. This isn't a game. This is something evil in our home that we probably brought in from doing our ghost hunting and not taking it serious and not protecting ourselves. And this is what I mean. Like, I've seen a lot of videos now coming out with warnings because they're going through it themselves. They're going through it. They're getting attachments. They're getting attacked. They're getting sick. It's happening. And ghost hunting is huge right now. Huge. Like, my daughter can't stop watching it. Every time I hear her, I'm like, shut it off. Shut it off. Do not watch that. We also have the virtual reality stuff where they say demons can come through. Guys, they can come through anything. The minute you don't want to believe that, I feel sorry for you. I should have never bought that darn thing for my kid. But I thought it was cool, and I was like, oh, I'd like to try it, and I don't have the answers, like I said, guys, where this thing came from. But I'm telling you, it's not good. I can feel it. It's not good. Like, I feel like it knows I'm coming home right now. My stomach is all of a sudden, like, full of butterflies. I don't know what to do. Like, do I pack my family up and go to a hotel? My mother won't go, and I won't leave my mother alone. Like, I don't know. My son's wedding's this weekend. Like, I am not going to be able to do anything this weekend, and I'm going to assume that most people are only going to be able to come on the weekend. So that means I got to wait a whole nother 2 weeks almost. And again, the woman that I'm grateful that she answered me back, but it's like she's not giving me an answer as far as like when she thinks she might. If she would have been like, I can make it out in 2 weeks. I'll try to get there in 3 weeks. Kind of left me in hanging, like I can get there on a Saturday. Well, this Saturday passed and nothing. And I understand, like I said, if she's too busy, I wish she would just tell me. And I kind of sent her a message and I was like, listen, don't feel obligated if you can't help me. It's fine. I can find somebody else. I just want to put my mind at ease. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's nothing to someone like her. Maybe because she does this for a living. But when you don't know what it is, it's not like I'm afraid of it. I mean, at nighttime, don't get me wrong, it's hard to fall asleep. I've been praying. I've been reciting, he who is in me is stronger than he who is in the world. Nothing formed against me shall prosper. Saying the Alpha. I've been praying as I go around my house. And I don't know. Nothing physically has happened to me. My back hasn't hurt since I've stopped sleeping in that room. I haven't woken up sick since I've stopped sleeping in that room. But I'm also completely exhausted, and I feel like it's trying to break me down so it can do something to me. Like, I don't know. I don't even want to say. But that's what they do. They break you down mentally and physically. until you're too weak. I don't know, guys. But anyway, I apologize. I did make a part 2 and something happened. I don't know if it's because I had it in front of the vent over here, but it was like brrr, like you couldn't even hear like half the video. It kept cutting out, which made no sense because my phone didn't move from the spot where the vent was, and it was going in and out. So you would think it would only be when I moved my phone from hand to hand that I don't know. Something doesn't want me talking about this. Something doesn't want me putting this out there. And you know what's crazy? I came across the forum last night. Sorry, guys. I just did like an 18-hour shift at work, and I'm like parched. Oh, how cute. Yeah. What was I saying? I was looking up cat spirits to see if it's possible to hear a cat in the afterlife. If anybody's ever experienced that. And these people in this forum are saying they're visited by these cat entities that they jump on their bed, they purr, they nudge up against them, act like cats, like spirit cats, but that they're not spirit cats. They're demons. They're entities. I'm not sure what they're called. People describe them as the flying monkeys from the Wizard of Oz. Can't even make this stuff up, guys. And you'd be amazed how many people are in this forum talking about experiencing this. And a couple of people happened to mention CERN. What did I just talk about? CERN, trying to break through into other dimensions, thinning the veil. When the veil is thinned, that means many of us, whether you think you're sensitive, whether you think you're psychic, whether you think you can see or not see the afterlife, will start to see it. And these things attach very easily, and it's not so easy to get rid of. So please, please, please share my videos. Heed this warning, guys. I don't do this often. Maybe once a year I'll go out and I'll go to a place that's said to be haunted. I've stayed in many haunted places. Friends, family, homes of people. Didn't go looking for things. Didn't go and do investigations. But again, these things will attach to you if your vibration is low. They apparently, these cat beings don't like... See, now I have a cat, so I don't think anything like that would be jumping on my bed. But maybe that's what one of these entities are. Maybe it's these cat beings, guys. I don't know, but all I know is there's a man's face right in my camera right now that I captured. Heard his voice, heard a woman, heard a child, and my daughter heard a cat. And yesterday I heard something hiss. I pray it's just a cat, guys, because if it's not, you can't tell me that this isn't evil. I just pulled up to my house. I don't want to go in. But this is my house, and I'm not letting anything take over my house. I am not letting anything touch or hurt my family. They'll have to go through me first. And I'm not happy. I'm not happy with what's going on. Anyway, guys, I apologize. I'm probably missing a lot of stuff that I didn't tell you in the first part, but I just wanted to give you a quick update with what was going on, what I've been experiencing, and please, please, I urge you to use caution if you're doing this. I urge you to not even do it at all, because God is not pleased with people that do this. People go in and they ask for God's protection, and if you're going in to help someone, that's something, but if you're just going and you're just conjuring up whatever and trying to talk to whatever, it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. It's not. This is why. This is real. God is real. Demons are real. It's real. I'm proof. I'm living it. I am living a nightmare. No, maybe I can make a movie out of it. We'll see how bad things get. But I'm telling you, I'm getting impatient. And I'm ready to just take my sage, take my Bible, and go around and do what I gotta do. I mean, I don't know what the difference between me or someone else doing it is going to be. Because, you know, first of all, it's my house. So I'm the one with the authority here. It should be me that does it, not someone else. But I want to know what it is first, so I can possibly call it out by name and specifically tell it to leave. Again, I am in Massachusetts. If anyone on here knows anyone that can help me, priest, pastor, ghost hunter, paranormal researcher, demonologist, I don't care. I need somebody. Okay? I'm just asking you guys, please help me. Please. All right, guys, stay blessed, stay tuned.